there, or I probably should be saying hey y'all, as today I have a terrific recipe from down south. We're baking up some Cajun catfish along with easy collard greens, two southern cooking basics that we've given a heart-healthy twist to. So let's get to it. First, I'll preheat the oven to 425 degrees because this dish really takes no time to put together. Now, I'm just going to make a Cajun spice blend to coat our fish. In this bowl, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now you can use a little less or a little more depending on your spicy heat threshold. And also 1½ teaspoons of paprika. And last but not least, 1 teaspoon of thyme. Now just give that a quick stir with a fork, and we're ready to coat our catfish. So our catfish here is a very popular freshwater fish down south, but you could substitute it with tilapia or trout. I have 4 catfish fillets here that I'm going to rub with our Cajun seasoning. And then place in this 9 by 13 inch baking dish that I've coated with non-stick cooking spray. It already smells great. Okay, we got all the fillets rubbed down, and now I'm going to sprinkle my remaining seasoning over the top of the fillets, not letting any of this spicy goodness go to waste. And now I'll stop to wash my hands, which I always do right after handling any raw meat, chicken, or fish. Okay, so now the fish goes into my preheated oven, and I'm going to let that bake for about 15 minutes or until it flakes easily with a fork. That's how you know it's done. So while our fish is baking, I'm going to cook these beautiful collard greens. Nothing says southern like collards, and they're super nutritious, packed with folate, vitamins A and C. A ½ cup of raw collards provides over 100% of your vitamin K needs for the day. But traditionally, they are cooked with fatty meats like salt pork or ham hocks and served with bacon. So I have a few twists today to keep that great flavor but still make them a heart-smart dish too. Now to cook the collards. First you wash and dry the leaves, which I've already done. And now I'm going to remove the stems from the larger leaves by stripping the leaf off either side, like this. I'll just discard these stems. They're just too tough to eat, even when cooked. But for the tender inner leaves, you can leave those stems on because they are so much smaller. So this recipe calls for a large bunch of collards, and I have 8 leaves here. I'm just going to stack them together and roll them up, cigar style, and then slice them into 1-inch pieces. There, they're all ready to hit the pan. So I've heated 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in this large skillet over medium heat. Now I'll add half a small onion that's been thinly sliced. And I'll just stir that occasionally until it starts to look translucent or clear. This will take about 3 minutes. Next I'm adding in 1 minced garlic clove, or you can use 1 teaspoon of mixed garlic from the jar. I'm just going to stir that constantly for 30 seconds as it heats up. 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, that just adds a touch of sweet to balance out the bitterness from the collards. A little goes a long way here. 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Again, you can put in more or less depending on how much you like spicy food. And now I'm going to put in the collards. You'd be surprised how much these will wilt down. Also going in my skillet is 2 tablespoons of water. 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar. And the Canadian bacon, which I've cooked in the microwave and chopped into small pieces. Canadian bacon gives it that smoky flavor, but with less saturated fat than traditional bacon because it's a leaner cut of meat. Now I'm going to cover that up and just let it cook away for about 20 minutes, or until the collards have wilted down and are very tender. So here's our final dish. Baked Cajun fish with easy collard greens. A great way to bring a touch of Southern charm into your kitchen while staying heart healthy. Mwah! Bye for now.